following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Let's go to Dell in Texas. Hey, Dell, what's going on?
Hey, Tom.
How you doing, man?
My call. Great.
Thanks for calling. Thanks for holding. Appreciate it.
I love your show. I just stumbled upon it probably, maybe a month ago.
And how'd you find us?
I found you on YouTube.
YouTube. That's a beautiful thing. Well, we appreciate you growling and prowling with us. Welcome to the Tiger family, man.
Wow.
Wow. I like it. Totally.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. It's a TGIF, folks. Let's make it a great one. Serve the one you love. Once you decide to be a couple, you're there to serve the one you love, to serve your love to your lover. And every kiss and every touch, you feel you're there because to please the one you love without expecting anything back. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials up 1, NASDAQ down 8, S&P's off 3.5, gold contract down $3.20, trading at $1,329 an ounce. Now, what you get with gold, folks, is this. Gold took out the B point of an ABC structure on the way down yesterday. Took it out with volume. Your price projection is $13.03. We're at $13.29. Silver down 18 cents, $20.13. Silver, bottom line, did a 1 to 1.618 extension on the way up. That's a huge extension. Most times you get a total reverse of trend. Hasn't happened yet in the silver. We'll see where it shakes out in the next week, week and a half. Platinum's down 14, trading at $1,089. You have copper off a penny at $2.23 a pound. Light sweet crude up 25 cents at $45.93 a barrel. Notes are down 17 ticks, 131.27. Bonds are down 1.5 points, 171.20. The notes and the bonds, folks, are making their way back to their breakout area from June 24th. Notes are a lot closer right now. We're dealing with 129 on the notes. We're at 131.27. Bond, the 30-year bond, we're at 171.20. That's 165. So the notes, the bonds have quite a way to go downtown. King Dollar's up 450 ticks. We're at 96.55. Now, King Dollar, folks, has rejected lower price for just about every trading day for the last 2 weeks. What you had out here today, did it once again, and we're going to see King Dollar close at its high, and the high that it looks like it wants to take out is the high from the 24th of June. It's been building cause to get up and over that area. It has the volume. It's pushing into that high right now with volume, so I expect you're going to probably get some fireworks out here Sunday night. King Dollar's right now at 96.55. That wants to trade up to the February swing area, which is 98 to 99. The euro is trading at $1.10, and the yen is trading at 105.56. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world? In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? Okay, so the SPY's trading out at 215.75, and what you're going to be looking for is this. The SPY took out a B point of a small ABC structure on the way up, took it out on the 8th of July. The price projection here is 218, so it's not that it's a long way up, but guess what? We're coming into next week, huge amount of earnings next week. Yes, we're going up on dramatically lighter volume, but it looks like that the SPY wants to finish that ABC structure on the way up first. NDX, NASDAQ Composite. Composite, same type of setup. Now, what the composite is actually doing out here today is just backing off, with short volume, meaning light volume. So the composite is at 5,025. Your swing point that we're dealing with in the composite is 5116, I believe it is. Yeah, 5116. I'm getting that number, folks, from the swing point that was established out here in January, before the downdraft. What we also have going on is that the that same swing point, meaning when we come down in January, the composite went from 5,100 straight down to 4,200. That is also lining up with the swing point that was correlated going all the way back in August of last year. So it's really wild how this is shaking out. August of last year, we go from 5,092 to 4,700 to 4,200. Takes us 6 months to get back topside again. Market goes south once again from 5,100 down to the 4,200. Guess what? Looks like we're going to match that whole baby up, and we'll see whether the market gives it up once again. Gold, as we said in the gold contract, gold's on an ABC structure on the way down. Right now, you're trading out at 1328. We'll see how it handles the 1303 number. What will also, I suspect, it looks to me like gold's coming down to about 1280 on this run. That's how this seems to be setting up. We go and we take a look at the bonds. We take a look at the notes first. What you have with the notes is this. Notes, this has been fast and furious move down, no doubt. The notes had made a high at 134.07. That's the 10-year note. That's when the 10-year note was yielding 1.38%. Right now, we're at 1.58%. Still cheap money out there, no doubt, folks. The notes look like they want to go back to the breakout area of the 130.21. And just so you understand, that would be a natural retracement. That's what markets like to do. And, you know, you're coming back into that now. You're coming off the high with some volume, but you're not going to break down the volume characteristic, I suspect, nor the price characteristic the first time down, because the volume was a monster going up 3.12 million contracts. You know, so bottom line, when you go into something like that, the first time, that'll be a supply line. You're not going to break it, meaning break it with price, break it with volume. King dollar. Let's go over to King dollar, because King dollar, folks, is going to be rocking. I suspect the currency market. It's going to be rocking the metals market, and more than likely, we're going to see it rock the S&Ps too. King dollar right now is trading at 96.54. So King dollar on the 24th went topside and went from a price point of 93.73 to 96.70. We did that with 66,000 contracts. From that point on, just about every day, excluding 2 days, this would be the third day, King dollar was getting pushed down, dramatically lighter volume, and each and every time it rejected a lower price. When you do that, and you stay at the highs, that's saying, guess what? You want to break topside. What we have with King dollar today is, guess what? It's subtle, but it's pushing with volume. Today, now you're pushing with 21,000 contracts. It's laying right under this high, which is 96.70. We actually hit the 96.70. I expect it's going to close right here. And what that sets up a Sunday night, jump in the creek. The creek we're talking about is at that 96, 97 level. And I suspect where we're going to go to is up into the 98, 91 level. If you only deal with the equity markets, you want to go look at the UUP. That is the Power Shares Dollar Index, okay? ETF structure. You'll see that the expansion with volume is pretty dramatic. Today we've done 2.4 million, where normally this does 800,000. So bottom line, what you can expect Sunday night next week, you can expect higher dollar, lower metals. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. Stay right there, folks. We're coming right back.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
In quiet markets, investors search for new trading opportunities. We'd like to introduce you to a new product that provides opportunities even in flat markets. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a new and innovative Chicago-based exchange registered with the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their trading platform. Nadex never charges a fee to use their platform, which even includes real-time charts and full customization capability. Nadex's unique short-term binary options allow traders and investors to capitalize on strategies even when the underlying markets are quiet. Nadex's innovation has allowed them to come up with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com, or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. Until recently, it was almost impossible for the average investor to hedge against currency risk in Europe or Japan. For a bold trade on Europe or Japan that protects against moves in currency, trade HEGE or HEGJ, 2 times currency hedged leveraged ETFs from Direction Investments. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. So we have the Dow Industrials right now down 3. You get the Nasdaq down 8. S&Ps are off 3.5. Let's go to Victor in Texas. Hey, Victor, what's going on?
How you doing, Tom?
I'm doing great, man. Yourself?
Good. A little bit steamy out here today.
Yeah.
But hey, I got a question for you. It seems you hear a lot of different opinions out there, especially with the market being the way it is these days, and seems to be up just on liquidity in general and not really so much in fundamentals. But my question was I see the market making new highs, but I'm not seeing the VIX making new lows, which I always thought that was, a huge divergence and confirmation of what was actually going on. But I just thought I'd call and see what your, opinion was.
Well, the VIX, it's not that the VIX is low, but the VIX is complacent right now, and it's low in the aspect of where it just came from. We just came from 26. We're at 12, and that happened in 13 trading days. So that's pretty intense.
Mm-hmm.
The VIX, that's the way I look at it. The VIX, okay. What happens is this, folks. You know what's amazing? The CBOE has managed to basically market the VIX and the VIXIN and all of this pretty dramatically. What I can't quite figure out is, number one, why so many people actually just think and like to trade this thing, because it's a lousy vehicle to trade.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually a lousy vehicle to gauge things, because it's an after-the-fact vehicle, whether there's fear or greed in the marketplace or complacency, I remember years ago, people were saying that, the VIX was low. Well, guess what? The VIX, laying around at 12 and 13 for a long period of time, that was what the VIX is going to trade for at that point. I remember the VIX at 8 or 9, but that was in the 90s. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So this is what happens. So the way that I think, if people are trading the VIX, you shouldn't be trading the VIX. What you should be doing, and this is what large institutions do, is that you're using the VIX to see how much premium you're going to pay to protect a portfolio. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So if we stay with the question that you asked, this is pretty cool, because, my son Tommy Kevin Hinks and I, and we were asking him about this because yesterday this was pretty dramatic, folks. And what it was is that, the market was up big and the VIX was up. Now, what that means is that you had large portfolio managers coming into the market and buying puts. Now, that's different than buying a put. So when you're buying a put, folks, you say you're protecting its insurance if you're buying it on a portfolio. If you're just buying it generally, you're hoping the market goes down. So what happens is this. So picture that you have a market that's up really good. You have the bid and offer, and then you have, let's say you and I are running a portfolio, Vic, okay? So we run a portfolio, we've got $100 million in it. We're going to say, listen, man, we want to go delta neutral on, let's say, 30% of it, right? What happens is that if you're watching Tiger TV, I have a Bloomberg. I can put one number inside this Bloomberg on my portfolio, and it tells me immediately how many VIX options I got to buy. And they have the same terminals, okay?
Yeah,
so what happens is this, is that you hit the button, and immediately what happens is that I've neutralized 30% of my portfolio, and that happens a lot. Do you see what I'm saying? And then, so you know what that cost structure has cost you, and that is a heads up. That's a heads up that people are getting nervous. That's what that is, But
well, the other question I had, this was kind of as a follow-up, but there's a fellow you were talking to earlier in the week. He was talking about this. The ABC up on the S&P SPY, whatever.
Yeah, it's an ABC up. It's so crazy. His name was Kevin. Okay, yeah, I remember that call really well. Yeah.
And the D point is somewhere 2177, 2180, somewhere up in there. I don't recall exactly what it was, but it was up there that way. And I forgot because I didn't catch the whole conversation you had, but was that the end point? Was this a counter trend ABC up in other words, is this a wave 2 up to a wave 3 down?
No, this is okay, forget the waves for a second because I don't do waves, but this is a great question. And yes, it is here, I'm going to I have the SPY up. And what it was is this. It is a counter trend. So if you're watching Tiger TV, folks, I have the last 6 months up, right? So 6 months ago, the SPY's at 181. Some people were making, basically saying, okay, we get a larger ABC up. And hey, listen, patent-wise, we might, okay? But it's not an ABC structure in the definition of the art of time in the trade because you have to go up with volume, back with lighter volume, then up with volume, right? But what Kevin was saying, which I was so psyched about, because once you break out with highs, it's really hard to understand where, and even probability-wise, where you can go, right? So I always like to have price projections. And what happened is that this is an ABC up. And where the A point is on this, folks, was the low of the 27th of June. We went up 4 days. It's only a small one. It's a counter trend one. We went up small one with 4 days. We pulled back with lighter volume. And then on the 8th of July, we broke the B point and we broke it with volume. So that gives you a price projection of 218. We're at $2.10 away from it right now.
Right.
So that's a small one, and I've seen this plenty of times. You can have large ABC downs and then a small ABC up in between that, and then the market, just goes
with again.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Continues in this direction.
But
so it's a counter trend.
That's where we are.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was thinking. I wanted to make sure that that's what I was hearing.
Yeah. And, well, it's going to get interesting here. Now, coordination-wise, folks, this is going to be pretty cool where we are in the marketplace right now, when the earnings are coming out, option expiration, and end of the month, okay? Because this is what you have happening. Microsoft is coming out with their earnings on the 19th, okay? So that's next week, right? Now, Microsoft, the way Microsoft is set up, it's like, okay, at $53, it has the last time it came out with earnings, the stock got killed. It went from $56 down to $50. And that being said, it's like, oh, you're going to go keep cleaning up the gap. And now what Microsoft did today, check this out. This is pretty wild. You talk about pushing it out. They pushed out that, they're trying to get, I think it's 1 billion downloads, okay, of Windows. Well, they pushed out to Fortune magazine earlier today that, I guess we might not make $1 billion. Now, that was really smart of Microsoft because they're coming out with their earnings next week, okay?
Yeah.
So that being said, though, watch this, folks. What ends up happening is that on the 27th of this month and the 28th, that is where the huge, well, next week's huge in earnings too, but the large caps that have been flying inside the NDX 100, it's the 27th and 28th that are coming out with. You have Facebook on the 27th. You have Google on the 28th. You have Amazon on the 28th. So what I expect you're going to see here is that somehow this market's going to like hang up here to the end of the month because you got those numbers coming out. We get the end of the month window dressing, and then see you don't want to be you. Do you know what I'm saying? So
August is going to be a disaster.
well, there's a lot of moving pieces, man, and the next 2 weeks are going to be really pretty cool just watching it. Do you know what I mean? It's
yeah.
Cooking, brother.
Yeah. Hey, great. Appreciate that.
Have a great one. Bye.
Tom
All right, you too.
O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you, like it does me, call 1-855-750-4051 to find out what they can do for you. That's 1-855-750-4051. Call them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge, heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. And if we take a look at the what's moving the Dow, we got a sideways market out here today. But the strength versus the weakness, you had Caterpillar is up 0.7%. You get GE up 0.6. Boeing's up 0.5. Taken away from the Dow, you get Nike down 0.6. You get Pfizer down 0.4. Inside the NDX 100, what we have is that the leader out here is Biomarlin. That's up. 1 second. No, it's actually. BMRN, that's it's a Vanek pharmaceutical equity. That's up 3.7%. Biogen is up 2.7. Regeneron is up 2.7. And you have INC Y up 2.4. So if we do go over and look at the IBB, this is pretty cool. The IBB is setting up, this has been consolidating for a while. But you came down, and this was subtle, folks, coming down on Wednesday with volume, 1.3 million. You're up today with 719,000. Well, I like seeing that, because the bottom line is that a few more days out here, 277, the IBB will be ready to be sold. Let's go to David in Jackson. Hey, David, what's going on?
Hey, brother.
How you doing, man?
I'm doing great.
That's a beautiful thing.
My question is, like GPL, why has it fell 30% with silver barely off of the top?
Let's take a look at it. So you get Great Panther silver. Great Panther, the low is 30 cents. The high is 225. Well, I'm going to answer this a couple different ways. You have an equity, that 6 months ago was at 42 cents and went to 223. That's the first one, right? Second one is that they come out with a secondary. They sold the secondary at about $1.50 or $1.60. That was 2 weeks ago. And, I expect these, it looks to me like Great Panther wants to come back to about 114 to 96 cents. My take, David, and, inside the gold report, we sold all our stocks, man. And, the percentage gains were huge. You're talking 200, 300, 400%. You don't, I don't know how much more. I know it's always hard to take your money when it comes so quick, because that's so unusual that you can do something like that, and but the extension is way too far. I absolutely agree with you, that it's like, okay, how is silver staying up here? No, not how it's staying up there. It is up there, and you have this pulling back, but that's my take on it.
I got another little stock, BRIZF, that trailed this GLP by 50 cents for the longest, and now its high is 240 and is still selling for 229.
Tell me what the symbol is.
BRIZF, Brazil Resources. This thing, it went up like crazy.
Okay, bummer. DR.
B as in boy, Roger. I, Zebra Frank.
Cooking, Brown.
You ought to look at this one, man.
Okay, I got it. Okay, cool. Let's look at it. Okay, so this is Brazilian Resources has an option to acquire a property in Brazil. This is an exploration company. Okay, they don't take any money in, okay, which is what happens with an exploration company. Now, this is pretty cool, understanding the differences, folks, is that exploration companies, as long as the prices of the metal would stay up, right, can be worth a lot of money. And one of the main reasons, let's say as metal's going up, and one of the main reasons is that they don't have a lot of expenses. They have a big backyard, and inside that backyard, bottom line, they're saying that they can get a certain amount of metal out of that backyard for a certain price, okay? Yeah, this is a monster, man.
You got, what it is 2 or 3 of these big silver guys, like Morgan and them, they bought 75% of this company.
You talking about David Morgan?
Yeah, and I can't think of the other.
Well, you should be selling it right now. Like, I'd sell it as fast as possible.
I can't remember if it was him. It was three of them.
If it's Morgan, Casey, and those guys, sell this thing as fast as you can, man. Okay? And yeah, this thing probably does want to get back up to 240. But, I would just take into consideration that you just went up 700%. So if you own it and you have some money, it's like, well, you think you're going to get another 700% out of it?
I got 1,300 something shares. I guess I ought to sell them.
Well, what happens is this. Listen, it's always, when we were moving everything out, it's really a hard decision because it takes so long to get good positions, and then when you have all these winners, you hate to sell them, but when you have gone up, equities don't go up 300 or 400, 500%, which these did. Some of them went up 700% and not have a serious pullback. It just doesn't happen. I've never seen it. You know, I've seen them go up. I've seen plenty of people go up in them. And the reason I'm saying to you that if those are the guys that have it, I've watched those guys. I've watched it at the gold shows. I've watched them go up. I've watched them go down. And I watched them through the whole last run not make 1 cent. So that's pretty intense, man. Do you know what I'm saying? That's like, you know, what happens in any market, okay, is that things are never going to go up forever and never going to go down forever. You have to take your money at some point. And unfortunately, you know, in the metals market, there are people that are gold bugs and all that, and they think that things are going to go up forever. Well, you can't even find the best Dow stock that goes up forever. Nothing goes up forever. It just doesn't happen. So it's like, you know, what are you in the market for? You're in the market to take money. That's what it comes down to. You know what I mean? So.
Right.
So take the bread, brother.
Okay, brother.
I love your voice, man.
All right.
I feel like I'm at the movies. What's that guy's name? You sound like we've been through this before, man.
Yeah, I know it.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, it's the movie with John Travolta and he's a great director, man. You sound just like him, man. Cool. I'll remember what it is. Someone in the den will tell me what it is. Cooking, man.
Thanks,
David. Have a great one, man. Have a safe one. Pulp Fiction. Yeah, it's the guy that directed Pulp Fiction. He sounds just like him, doesn't he? 877-927-6648. So Sunday night, yes. What's Tarantino? Yeah, thanks, Dave. Yeah, that's Tarantino. That's Quentin Tarantino. That's him, man. I love it. Sunday night. So this is what ends up happening inside the metals market, folks. The metals market, the pit closes at 1:30, which is closed. We're going to, you know, electronic trading goes on, but the pit trading is the big number because you're talking about thousands of contracts. Sunday, we close at 1:30 here. It doesn't open until Sunday night, approximately 9 o'clock, 9:30 Eastern Standard Time, because that's when Australia and Asia is going to open. So that's when the action's going to start again. And the way this dollar is trading right now, it's almost like this dollar wants to break topside. And if this dollar breaks topside by a point and a half, yeah, we're going to see that 1302 very quickly. The key here, and we're talking with David, is that when you have equities that have gone up 400, 500%, you can have a 50% retracement, and there's nothing wrong with the market. That's what you want to wrap your head around here. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. And if you do want to test drive any of my newsletters, just go to TFNN, go to newsletters. If you want to test drive the Gold Report, go to investment newsletters, test drive the Gold Report 30 days, absolutely free. Coming right back.
TFNN is excited to offer a brand new piece of market scanning software unlike anything the industry has ever seen. John Logan and his team have spent years developing their market profile tools to finally be able to release the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. And right now you can get a 2-week trial absolutely free just by visiting TFNN.com and providing us your name and email address. The TAS Profile Scanner Plus is the premier market profile-based scanner in the industry. Powered by the acclaimed TAS proprietary algorithms, this feature-rich scanner is a standalone desktop software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Within 3 minutes of signing up, you can have the software downloaded and running on your computer with a complete roadmap of market indicators and inflection points to trade off using the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. Sign up today and try this amazing piece of software by visiting TFNN.com. Tiger Real Estate Opportunity Fund is currently offering 4-year first mortgages on many of the fully renovated properties that it has purchased. The first mortgages are third-party appraised with a maximum loan-to-value ratio of 70%, providing a secured investment that pays a fixed return of 5% annually, which works out to a monthly income of more than $416 per $100,000 investment with your principal intact and secured. These 4-year first mortgages are perfect for anyone looking for a secured investment that provides monthly income much like a CD. For more information, email tigerfund@tfnn.com or click on the Tiger Real Estate Opportunity Fund banner along the right side of the tfnn.com homepage, or call our office directly at 877-518-9190. There's a limited supply, so act now. The Path of Least Resistance is David White's daily trading newsletter, and if you're looking for active trading ideas, then now's a perfect time for a 30-day free trial to this powerful daily trading advisory service. David uses his years of trading experience to offer his subscribers his trading ideas each morning in his Path of Least Resistance newsletter. Using a combination of equity trades along with options, David keeps his subscribers up to date with all pertinent market information with intraday afternoon updates when warranted. Don't miss out on this great chance to get a 30-day free trial to David's daily newsletter, The Path of Least Resistance, with no obligation to pay anything. David has been delivering solid recommendations for his subscribers recently, and if you'd like to see the type of newsletter he delivers every morning, then visit the front page of TFNN and you'll find The Path of Least Resistance under Trading Newsletters. For all the details and to start your 30-day free trial today, log on to TFNN.com now.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. What's going to be intriguing here, too, is that the way that this market is set up is that we're coming into all those earnings, meaning we have Microsoft next week. So we'll get a gauge inside the NDX 100. That being said, I can't see it falling apart just then, with the aspect that you have a Facebook coming out, an Amazon coming out, a Google coming out the following week, So I suspect it's going to hold up to that level. And then, yeah, we could have some really good fireworks. Let's go to Steve in Connecticut. Hey, Steve, what's going on?
Hey, how you doing? I'm calling about something non-gold this time, or industrial. I'm calling about Netflix right now.
Okay.
I got in it, I guess, in the high 80s, and
nice.
Looking at heading into earnings and seeing like what kind of resistance this thing is against.
Okay. Let's take a look at it. We get Netflix. Low for the year is 79, so you really got in right. The high is 133. You're trading at 92 right now.
Yeah.
Okay, so I see what's happening.
I'm taking this thing for a couple rides back and forth, little jumps here and there, but
yeah,
I'm seeing if it has enough ump to go up to the next level, or it's going to fall flat on the earnings.
What I like here. So check this out, folks. Okay, this is pretty sick. So let me bring this back a bit. Nice. Okay, so it's been in this consolidation since the beginning of the year, and the top of the consolidation, or close to the top, is 109 to 111. You got that spike. Is that Brexit? Let me just see something. Was that? See, what he has is this, folks, is that you had a vicious downdraft in this equity last time it came out with earnings. Okay, it had closed on the 18th of April, and it closed at 108, and then it opened the next day at 94. It got toasted, then it went down to 89, comes all the way back up to 104, which is hard to believe, but that's what they love doing. Goes back down to 84, and on the 5th, that's a good bar on the 5th, man. I would aim here. You can aim for that the high of that, Steve, that 101, man. It looks to me like even how it's trading out here today, see how it's not backing down and it's in that bar? Yep. It looks like it wants to basically get to the top of that bar, man.
I mean, what's your feeling on the 3 Qs, the whole thing? I mean, what's your feeling on that with Apple too as well? I mean, Apple itself looks like it also could hit, a good turnaround if the iPhone 7's good.
Apple has a small ABC up. Apple took out a B point yesterday, took it out with volume. So Apple, A point is 91.50. That's the low of the 22nd of June. The B is 97.70, so you get $6, which gets you 102.84. Right now we're only at 98. And 102 will get you up to fill the gap from its last earnings.
Yeah, will hit that gap is what I'm looking at. I mean,
It looks like it will.
It will.
It looks like it will. Now, Apple's coming out with their numbers on the 26th.
Yeah.
So the way that this market could go all next week, Apple can try to make its way up to that, and then that's the short-term deal. And if we put this on a longer-term deal, it's like, there's not a lot of juice to the upside here on Apple. But
well, it's all about that iPhone 7 release, and
yes.
If that thing makes it and breaks it, because if it's like the 6, it's not going to be anything. But if it makes it what they're saying, and from the technologies they're looking at putting in there, every kid out there is going to buy one.
Right, and what you do have, folks, is that when this broke the B point yesterday of that ABC up, that was predicated on Taiwan Semiconductor the prior night and trading in Asia. They came out with numbers, and they were monster numbers. And inside there, well, they know that Taiwan Semi makes a lot of the parts for Apple. And they inside the press release, they were saying, well, some of this has to do with the iPhone 7. So it doesn't mean that they'll sell the iPhone 7, but what it does mean is that they're gearing up in a big way. So, but my larger feeling, Steve, on the Qs is that they're going to fall apart. But I'm sitting here waiting. This is, I expect what you're going to see is that we're probably going to get to the highs.
Yeah.
And we'll see whether they can take them out. My take is that they probably won't. That they'll test
how much more money's coming in. I mean, we've seen all that money, institutional money, flowing and dumping in. I mean, that's what pushes this stuff up, because how many of my mutuals I've seen have Apple in it in a big way.
That's correct. And what's also correct, though, is that we've seen, and this is, so when you hear, folks, that you've seen money come in, and it has no price, it has to go. Think about how many times you've seen the money come in, and then it's all lost.
Yep.
And it's all lost very quickly, man. And I'm talking about professional money. So every time that I hear that, Steve, and I pay attention to it, but every time I hear it, I just say, wow, that is a comment that, I'm not saying from you saying it, just the press in general, that they don't have a clue about how much professional money has been lost, is lost, and is continually lost because it's a herd. And what ends up happening inside that herd is that they were all in at the highs of 2007, and it was the exact same thing. Oh, there's nothing else to do. The market's going up. It got to be good. God bless you.
Yeah, and 99 too as well.
And 99 and 94 and 80. I wasn't around in 87, not in the markets. I was in the bankrupt bond market, but in 94 the same thing happened too, man. So.
Awesome. You have a great weekend. Thanks for all your help. I really
you too,
appreciate
man.
It, man.
Have a great one, man. Have a safe one. And what is really wild, folks, is that there's no doubt that professional money has to go somewhere. And this is like, every time that we actually look at the bond market and say, oh my God, I've heard forever that you can't make money in bonds. Well, that's insane. The largest bull market that anyone that's alive right now has seen is the bond market. The bond market has been in a bull market since January 3rd of 1980. Yeah, you heard that right. Is that sick, folks? Yeah, that's how long this has lasted. A pure bull. You couldn't lose money in that since that particular point. Actually, it's 81. It's September of 81. September of 81, bonds were trading at 55. A $1,000 bond was $550, paying 14.5% interest. How's that? And is it over yet? I don't think it is. I think bonds, we're pulling back right now. And you can have a decent pullback, but I don't think it's over, because when you look at the context of where we are in the world, we still have some of the highest rates in the world. It's still hard to wrap your head around a negative rate, but yeah, that's in fact what we have. So we'll see where this shakes out. What's pretty cool coming up, that we're going to get really a good amount of information in the next week and a half, I think, is this dollar. It's like, what's making the dollar go forward? And what it very well could be, you know, we had good retail numbers come out this morning. You know, this dollar is maybe saying that, hey, guess what? The Fed is going to go up a 0.25 percentage rate, and they'll go up a 0.25 percentage rate in the December meeting. If that happens, you'll see that dollar take off. You know, pull back later, but it'll take off. You stay right there, folks. We're coming right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters. Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. And folks, if you would like to test drive either the Gold Report or my daily newsletter, Market Insights, you can do that by coming over to our website at TFNN. You'll go to Newsletters. If you'd like to test drive the Gold Report, you go under Investment Newsletters. You can test drive the Gold Report 30 days, absolutely free. If you'd like to test drive the daily Market Insights, just go to Trading Newsletters, test drive that, 2 weeks absolutely free. You can do both of them if you like. Sunday night. Okay, so what are we looking at Sunday night? Sunday night, you will go over to the Hang Seng first. Hang Seng closed out here up $98 at 21,650. And what you do have is that the highs that we're talking about is the right where we actually are. So it looks to me like the Hang Seng is going to basically get up into this 23,400. You know, so there's a high volume down trap at 22,836. Now that's a big number, man. That's $1,200 that the Hang Seng can go. Now, granted, the Hang Seng came straight down from 28,000 to 18,000, so it came down 10,000 points. You know, well, that's in the last year and a half. So it looks like that counter trend bounce is in place, and it wants to get higher. We go take a look at the Nikkei. Now the Nikkei is going to be closed on Sunday night, our Monday. No, our Sunday night, their Monday. But the way Nikkei is also set up, it looks like it wants to get a bit higher. We're at 16,400, 16,900 is game. We go over to the UK. We take a look at the UK. UK out here is at 66.99. That also wants higher price. That looks like it wants to get up to the 6,700 area. The DAX, who likes to trade just as the Nasdaq trades. DAX right now is trading at 10,600. That looks like it wants to go up and hit the 10,066 rather. And the DAX looks like it wants to go up and get it to that swing point of 10,474. So that's quite a way from where we are right now. I think the wild card here is going to be how does the market itself react to a stronger dollar, if in fact we break topside. But the way that the dollar is trading at this particular point, it looks like it wants to break topside. If we go to the euro, we just do the reverse correlation of that dollar. The euro is trading at $1.10, and it looks like the euro is going to go after the swing low from the 24th, which is that 109, and it actually can get down to the 107. So it's going to be pretty. It's going to be for summer trading on Mondays and Fridays, folks. We have had some decent volatility out here. Now, today, flat market, and in particular, which is pretty wild, is that this is option expiration. So this was a dead option expiration. Always remember that the third Friday of every month is option expiration. This option expiration was the quickest that it can happen because, of course, the beginning of the month was a Friday. So today we get the third Friday. Bottom line, zero action. What will be intriguing here, though, is to see what type of volume you do get in coming into the close. Right now we're at 642. That's saying that the NYSE will probably do about 900. If we go take a look at the NASDAQ, or 1.4, we're going to do about 1.7, 1.8. So we are going to do some volume coming into it. What you will end up seeing also coming next Monday and Tuesday is that you're going to have all those positions, whether the bulls or the bears, puts or calls, are going to be coming inside the marketplace again. We'll see what type of insurance that larger portfolios are taking. And what you're looking at, as if, in fact, insurance is coming in the marketplace, what you want to be looking at is you want to be looking at that VIX. If that VIX is crawling up, and what ends up happening is that the market's just flat and it's crawling up or going up, that is showing you that they're taking insurance. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. And whatever you want in life, folks, visualize it like a nice big motion picture. Step into it, take ownership of it, and fly with it. Thanks for being here, folks. Have a great weekend, safe weekend. Look forward to speaking right back here, 8 o'clock Monday morning. Go get them, folks.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
This is TFNN.